As promised, boys, we do have a few more El Capitan evolutions before we do get the next promo in FC26, and a lot of people are actually saying that we're going to get another huge evolution. But up next on the list of play reviews, man, we're going to go ahead and take a look at none other than Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus is an 85 rated card. He has the explosive acceleration type, right-footed with 4-star skill moves and 5-star weak foot. Now, out of all the players that we've done a play review on so far, boys, I'm pretty sure that Gabriel Jesus is the lowest rated one. He is 85 rated and the rest of the players were 86 rated. Now, it obviously isn't too important, but it is something that I did notice, and he's also the 9th player that we've done a player review on so far, boys, and I feel like he's been a little bit of like a forgotten player. Now, he can play both the striker and center attacking mid positions, and looking at his in-game stats in a bit more detail, with him having like a smaller build in-game, he should be a player that does fit this year's style of play. I mean, incredible dribbling stats overall, 88 agility, and then also 89 balance with the 4-star skill moves. That's probably going to be one of the standout stats for him. The technical side to his game for the most part does seem to be pretty balanced. He does have 86 shooting and then also 79 passing. I mean, I wouldn't really run him as a center attacking mid because he does have the 79 passing, but if you improve that with like a specific chem style, it should still be pretty good in game. The physical side to his game does lack a little bit in terms of like stamina and strength, and then he does also have a bit of a pace split. So if you do want to give him a chem style to maybe improve on that a little bit more, I feel like that would be a really good idea. And because I do see a lot of people running him at the striker position when it comes to chemistry styles, boys, you might as well just give him the hunter chem style to get the most out of his pace and shooting. Now with Gabriel Jesus, he does have 6 different play styles. The finesse shot play style plus obviously a great addition for the card. And then he does also have the chip shot, incisive pass, technical first touch, and relentless, boys. So for the most part, he does have a pretty solid setup. I would say the only real letdown for the card is maybe the fact that he doesn't have rapid or quick steps. So like his pace going forward is going to be really interesting to test out. And then one thing that I absolutely love, boys, is the fact that he does have advanced forward player role plus. I mean, easily the best player role for a striker to have this year. And then he does also have shadow striker if you do want to run him as a cam. Now, like I said, boys, this is our 9th player review for a player in the El Capitan evolution. And so far, my top 3 strikers have been Openda, Ramirez, and then also Ekatike. So with Gabriel Jesus, man, 85 rated, a little bit of an underrated player. It's going to be really interesting to compare him with some of the other players and see whether or not it's actually worth picking this card up. If you guys do enjoy these FC26 player reviews and you want to see more videos like this on the channel, definitely let me know by leaving a like, turn on that notification bell so you guys never miss an upload, and then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Alright, boys, here we are jumping into game number 1 using Gabriel Jesus, and I must say, man, I'm actually really excited to test him out. Now, one thing that I do want to go ahead and mention, boys, is the fact that we're also going to have to take into consideration that it's a new account. We're like in a lower division, so the level of gameplay is going to be a little bit lower, but I am going to try my best to kind of like balance it out a little bit. Now with Gabriel Jesus, man, we did give him the hunter chem style, so obviously like a lot better pace and a lot better shooting, and he's definitely been a little bit of like a forgotten player this year. I remember in previous FIFAs, man, he was such a popular player, you know, very good for future evolutions and stuff like that. So hopefully we can see more of the same with this one. Now, one thing that I do want to test out very early on, boys, is his dribbling. He does have a very small build in game, and I feel like he usually is very good on the ball. Now, we do have the 4-star skill moves and then also the technical playstyle. So like the R1 dribbling is going to be really important. And yeah, boys, I mean, he does keep it quite close, a little bit of shielding right there. The physical side to his game is going to be really important as well. Gabriel Jesus all the way. Good close control. See, like my opponent's defending could be a little bit better right there. 5-star weak foot finesse shot. It's a good finish. It is pretty difficult, boys, to like balance 10 different accounts, but I am going to try to get them as far in like the divisions as possible, or at least qualify for foot champions so that when we do play reviews, we can use it in foot champs. But yeah, man, a little bit of counter-attacking football right here. We could test out his sprint speed a little bit. Fake shot. Gabriel Jesus, boys. No rapid or quick step playstyle for the card, but he does seem to be pretty quick. Ball roll finesse shot with the 5-star weak foot. It's a decent attempt. The long shots are actually going to be quite interesting to test out because like long shots in general are a lot more difficult to score this year. Let's actually go ahead and drop this all the way back. Omari Hutchinson, good ball. One more. Gabriel Jesus finesse shot. He's not going to miss, boys. I said this in a previous video, like the finesse shot playstyle plus is honestly like a cheat code. I know that a lot of people do prefer like the low driven playstyle, and don't get me wrong, boys, low driven is really important for a striker, but finesse shot in the box, man, is just so consistent. Play that through. Good attacking positioning. Regular shot with the 5-star weak foot. Great finish, boys. I feel like if the gameplay continues like this, I might actually jump into like the gauntlet game mode for one game just so that we can maybe improve on the quality of the match a little bit more. Omari Hutchinson. Now, we do also get incisive pass, boys, so we could test out his passing. A little swerve ball right there. It's not bad. Maybe could have delayed it a little bit more. Unless you run maybe like the 4-2-3-1 formation where you do have 3 center attacking mids, I probably wouldn't run him as a cam. Just because, like, as a striker is kind of like where you get the most out of the card. Now, a little bit of counter-attacking football right here. Let's actually signal Gabriel Jesus to make that run and now play through. Do we have the pace to get away from him? Yes, we do, ladies and gentlemen, boys. The pace so far has actually been pretty good, even though he doesn't have rapid or quick step. The finishing, though, alongside his dribbling is easily going to be the standout stat. Like, I can already tell he is very clinical. Through the middle, that's nice. Play to him. Gabriel Jesus, that's nice. A little bit of left stick dribbling right here, nice. I like how, like, when you shield the ball, the acceleration after you, like, stop shielding and try to run into space, that's very effective. Great turn. Fake shot. Finesse shot. That's a good finish, boys. All right, let's go ahead and jump into another game. All right, boys, we switched it up, and now we're in the UEFA Prime Time League. So hopefully, like, the level of competition can be a little bit higher. Now, so far, man, at the striker position, he's low-key kind of been cooking. Like, he's been very good on the ball. The finishing has been really good as well. And if you do run a Premier League team, man, he might actually be, like, one of the best options for you. Now, a little bit of tiki-taka football to start off game number 2. Jesus, great touch, man. The close control on the card is honestly so OP. Like, he keeps it very close, and then you also have technical to kind of, like, get away from those tight areas. Let's just carry the ball forward right here. This guy's actually playing a pretty high line. Play it through. Gabriel Jesus. Nice. I'm going to reverse it back to him, man. Fake shot. First time. That's nice. Bit of a tight angle. It's a lovely finish, boys. I like his finishing. Like, even the regular shot with him is very good. Now, let's see if we can maybe try to overload the left-hand side. I'm going to signal our fullback to make a run. And with Jesus, let's just see if we can play it in behind, boys. That's a great ball. Although he doesn't have, like, the craziest of passing stats, with incisive pass, the passing is still pretty good. Omari Hutchinson, play that through. I'm going to go R3 touch. He doesn't have trickster, so R3 touch is going to work really well. Ooh, again, boys, sometimes the physicality, it does lack a little bit, kind of like with Rafa. Now, obviously, Jesus is a little bit stronger, but you can still kind of feel, like, the lack of physicality, especially if you come up against, like, a taller, more physical type of midfielder or defender. Drop that back. Maybe just try to play that first time. He did step a little bit with the center back. R3 touch, kind of bait him a little bit. Spin that. Cancel. R1 dribbling, tight angle. Probably should have gone for a pass right there instead of a shot, just because the angle was already, like, pretty tight. Jesus. We do have Hutchinson making that run. Precision through ball. That's a much better pass, man. The precision through ball, if you can get that down, man, is so OP. Ping that towards the middle. Gabi, nice. Gonna have to slow it down. I'm gonna signal my fullback to make a run again, just because I feel like my opponent's not really gonna track that run. Okay, he tracked it this time. Fair play. First time over the top through ball. It's not great, boys, but somehow we still have possession. He's moving his goalkeeper. I'm going to play to him. 5-star weak foot finesse shot. It's almost like a guaranteed goal. I will say, man, the Hunter Kemp style is working really well. Like, the extra pace and shooting goes a long way. Especially with him having, like, a little bit of, like, a pace split. Just see if we can maybe build up a little bit more quickly. Hutchinson. There goes Gabi with a little bit of space. R3 touch. And again, that's good physicality, man. He low-key kind of held off the center back right there. I kid you not, boys. I'm getting a lot of nostalgia using Gabriel Jesus, so we're going to play one more game in today's video, man. And also because game number 1 was a little bit too easy. I feel like so far, boys, like the pace shooting and dribbling have been really good, and he's definitely a player that kind of like fits this year's meta. You know, smaller, more agile, very good on the ball. Gabriel Jesus. Ooh, I kind of turned the wrong way right there. Look at the acceleration with the R1 dribbling, though. That's incredible. Big tackle. Just going to have to move the ball a little bit more quickly. Regular shot. Good finish, man. Good finish. That skill move right there is honestly so underrated in my opinion. You can try to overload the right-hand side. We did signal Livramento to make that run. Copy. I'm going to go over the top. Test out the long-range passing a little bit. It's a great through ball. Livramento. Tight angle. Oh, it's off of the post, boys. I thought that we actually scored right there. Decent attempt, though. It's really important that you do have that balance. Like, you can also, like, create a few chances with him. That step over has been working really well. Look how quickly we shifted it back onto his left side. That's insane. Oh, what a step, boys. What a step. Luke Shaw at the center back position. Play through. Cut it across him. There goes that R3 touch. Like, you didn't even hit, like, you didn't even know, like, where the ball was really going with that R3 touch. Great finish again. Through the middle. Hold it up. Like, look at the turn, boys. That turn is so good, man. That's why I feel like even though we're not playing, like, the craziest level of competition, I can still tell that he's definitely a player that's going to be really, really good. Like, the R1 dribbling, the turn, the ball carrying ability is all really OP with the card. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is us using Gabriel Jesus in a few games. And I will say, boys, although the level of competition wasn't anything too crazy, man, he does make a very solid striker in game. Now, the main talking point is obviously going to be whether or not he's better than, like, Openda, Ramirez, Ayoze Perez, Ekitike, players like that. And to be completely honest, boys, I wouldn't really put him on the same level as them, but he is still a very good player in game. For me personally, the top 3 options for the evolution at the striker position so far have been Openda, Ramirez, and Ekitike. I would put Gabriel Jesus maybe around the same level as like a Kolo Muani, maybe like a Bunny, so still pretty good, but not like elite level. The one thing that worked really well with Gabriel Jesus, boys, is obviously like his dribbling and his build in game. He is a smaller, more agile type of player, and that's definitely the meta this year. And as I already did mention in today's video, I feel like he's been a little bit of like a forgotten player, but with the upgrades, man, I feel like he can definitely like be a pretty solid player for this stage of FC 26. The ADA dribbling with his smaller build was absolutely insane, boys, especially with the technical playstyle. Like the left stick dribbling was really good, the R1 dribbling was really effective as well. And then once you get him in those more advanced positions, like the finishing was very accurate and very consistent, and then his passing was pretty decent as well. The only real letdowns that I did notice with the card, boys, is the fact that his physicality is a little bit lower. Like he has 76 stamina and 67 strength, so like late in the game he is a little bit more tired, so keep that in mind. And then it would have been really nice if he had maybe like the rapid or quick step playstyle just to add a little bit more going forward. But other than that, boys, he does have a very good setup. Now, I am recording this video on Thursday, boys. So, I mean, obviously the new promo is just around the corner and we are going to get an insane evolution again. So if there is any like specific player that you guys would like to see a player review on, let me know in the comment section down below. If you do run a Premier League team and you can get him on full chemistry, I'm pretty sure that this is the very first player. No, it's actually the second player that we've done a player review on that is from the Prem. The other one was Kolo Muani. And if I had to compare the two, I would say that Kolo Muani is maybe just a little bit better in game because he does have both the rapid and quick step and then also the trickster playstyle. So a little bit more going forward. But the difference isn't anything too major, boys. Again, it is going to come down to like your style of play and your personal preference. So I'm going to keep my top three options for the evolution the same, boys, with Openda, Ramirez, and then also Ekatike. We are going to be doing one more player review on the El Capitan Evolution, so definitely be on the lookout for that. And yeah, man, although Gabriel Jesus isn't the best option for the evolution, if you do run a Premier League team, he's still a very good option and I would recommend him. But that is going to be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, let me know by leaving a like. Comment down below what player you guys would like to see next in another player review. And then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. I've been your boy Booba, and I'll catch you guys in another one very, very soon. Peace.